And here we are. Welcome to a Wednesday night, Studio 67.
Wednesday?
It's Wednesday already.
No, it's not. Isn't it Tuesday today?
Oh, pardon me, Tuesday. Yes, okay. Wednesday tomorrow. What am I saying Wednesday?
I don't know.
I
was worried a little bit. I was like, wait a minute.
Okay,
I was supposed to be here last night.
Okay, can we let's rewind that? Okay, I was chatting with talking with Sylvie Lamont there for Wisdom Wednesdays. So my brain's already on Wednesday in her 9 a.m. segment that's going to air tomorrow at 9. So there we my brain's on tomorrow. So it is Tuesday. And yes, Tuesday from Studio 67. And again, shout out to Sylvie Lamont, who's going to be back with Wisdom Wednesdays tomorrow morning at 9.
So cool, yeah.
Yeah, she's going to be asking a question on tomorrow's segment. How is everybody feeling with, the transition slowly getting into spring? And that's going to be her main focus tomorrow at 9. So again, tune into that segment. And you can follow us on our Facebook page and wherever we stream, which is all over the place, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, and Instagram as well. And here we are.
Yeah, I wanted to make a shirt for tonight, but I'm busy and I didn't have time. But so we just
you made a shirt.
We MacGyvered this.
You made a shirt. Yes.
No clump tonight. We got Lemieux. We should have put
final
Lemmy.
Co-host for the vacationing Clomp. Clomp just messaged. They made it back to Toronto. They're headed back on one of the later flights tonight. I do believe they're coming in on Porter.
I'm glad he had
a little bit later.
He had a good trip, I'm guessing.
He's had a great trip. They had a bit of a delay, so they had an extra day at the resort. So you can't really complain when the delay's on that end.
That's right.
Of a vacation. But let's restart here. It's a Tuesday night, Studio 67, as we get set for our final co-hosting duties. With did we save the funniest for last?
I hope so.
Yes.
I thought when he called, he said, in his head, I was thinking, is he just thinking, okay, I need to find somebody who's bald because they're replacing me? Is that why?
Well, they had Jamie Roach on yesterday.
I saw that, yeah. So I guess maybe that's what they were looking for.
The only one who had more hair than all of them, I think it was Sylvie. Sylvie Lamont had the most hair.
That's why when I was taking the photo for the album, this is not the album cover, but all of my comedian friends are like, oh, you're going to take a mugshot for the cover? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, well, you got to let your hair grow out and your beard grow out. I'm like, well, hey, I tried my best. This is what it is. I'm sorry.
And I asked you, no word of a lie, I asked you just before we jumped onto the air, how many takes for that mugshot? And that was the one shot.
Well, there's this one. Right, and then I took a different one where I'm doing like that. The album cover is actually a little bit different than this. But yeah, it's I've taken quite a few mugshots in my past, so I know what to do
in your past, and you've arrested people in your past who,
I haven't taken
them to their mugshot.
I've taken their mugshot.
Yes.
That's what I meant. Yeah.
Yes.
And at the comedy show that we did for the taping, I got about 80 photos of people with the mugshot.
You had that backdrop.
We had that backdrop set up at the show.
So that was at the Dante Club.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun.
And we're going to talk about that tonight, of course. Constable, I guess, ex-Constable Rick. Do you miss having the ex? Do people still call you ex-Constable? Constable Rick? I still know you as Constable Rick.
I still get called Constable Rick every day of my life. So doesn't matter where I go, people still call me Constable Rick. And I say, no, not anymore. And a lot of them say, you're still Constable.
But now you're teaching.
All right. Yeah, no, I'm teaching. So
you're teaching Constable Rick.
Yes.
And you're putting all your wisdom, behind your policing into the future generation of policing. Of course, you do that at Northern College.
I do, yeah, and it's a lot of fun. And when I was doing the show, I actually poke fun at the next generation of police officers coming up. So I warned my students, just so you know, if you're going to listen to this comedy album, you're part of it. I'm just letting you know you're part of it. And they just all laughed and thought it was great. So I don't mention any names, of course, but they know that I'm talking
no name
about
dropping.
Them.
But you mentioned the album. That's the main reason you are here tonight. It's not too many people on the planet that can say that they can mark this off their bucket list. But you have a comedy album. You were back a couple weeks back at the Dante Club.
Yep, we recorded it the 18th, so 3 weeks ago, and it just came out last Friday. So just 3 days now, 4 days. 4 days.
It's 4 days old now. You can find the album, the comedy album, on Bandcamp. And you were excited. You went to Bandcamp to see if anybody had purchased the album. And how many albums have been sold since the inception?
I don't know, but the first 2 hours, there was about 20 sold. And I was like, thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad. Thanks, Mattel.
Mom bought 10, Dad bought 10, and anybody else. But no, people are picking up your album.
They are, yeah. And it says that it's $10 for the album, but some people are paying like $15. They're just to support me, I guess. I don't know. I'm like, well, thank you. That's great because you could pay what you want.
Or maybe they were at the actual the event, a part of the recording.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, it's just nice to support. I always get in town. That's why when I was going to do the recording, I didn't want to do it anywhere else. I was basically like, I have to do it here.
Got to do it in your hometown.
If I'm, doing it in Toronto, I'm just another comedian. But here, I know people are going to support it and people are going to come out for it. And now I could use this as a platform to get on, because I've always wanted to be at Just for Laughs. That's been my goal for many years, and
that's been blinders on. Well, obviously, when you were in policing, it was kind of hard to get to that stepping stone. But now that's. Hence the cops can't stop me now.
Yes.
If they said, Rick, no one's going to take you seriously when you're writing tickets. You can't really be the funny guy and the guy who's arrested the guy. And, as they say, comedics row. Do they have that? Like, the strip joints have they have pervs row, but what do they call the hecklers row?
I guess so, yeah.
At a comedy show?
I guess. I've never heard that before, but yeah, there is usually that group that wants to heckle a little bit. They don't scare me.
But they always razz you. They said, you can't really be too funny. No one's going to take you seriously. But now, with all ties cut, this is where you've put this comedy album into your hands, which is now available on Bandcamp. Go find it on Bandcamp. And then again, you can find it at constablerick.com, timmonscomedy.ca.
Yep.
As well. And we wanted to mention here before we get into more on this album, someone's going to win a lot tonight. If you just comment, if you just say, hi, Rick, just say hello, make a comment in tonight's thread. We've got two. One winner is going to win 2 times 2. So 2 tickets to each show of the Timmins Comedy Festival with Elvira Kurt and Derek Edwards.
Yes.
So one person is going to win 4 tickets tonight, and you're going to go to both shows. We also got a call right before we jumped onto the show tonight from Tori Delorier. The mayor of Iroquois Falls said, hey, Kins and Klump, we've got tickets to Friday night's rock game when they take on Cochrane and the Cochrane Crunch, Friday night at 7 at the Igloo. He wants to pack the Igloo, and he's giving away 3 winners tonight. Each winner is going to win 2 kids tickets to Friday night's game. So I've got 6 tickets. Thanks to Tori for tuning in.
That's awesome.
And he's going to kick off the Iroquois Falls Winter Carnival with that game. And they've got fireworks, Rosewood Avenue singing the national anthem. It's a big night Friday. That's what this, not just Timmins, this whole region. People just like to support. They love to give back, love to support. And he was on the show last week. Tori Delorier was on, and we figured out it was I that coined the phrase "pack the Mac." They said, "Where did that phrase come from?" I said, "Well, I said it on the radio many years ago. Yeah. It just stuck. So instead of pack the Mac, we're going to pack the Igloo on Friday." And Tori said, "Hey, we're going to give away 6 tickets tonight." So that's awesome. That's what we're doing. So Tori's probably tuning in. I know TJ from the Timmins Tuners also tuning in. TJ will be the one handing off the hardware tonight. The tickets. And of course, you're going to be handing the winner with the 4 tickets to that show. Yeah, so they get to go on the Thursday night. They get to go to, Thursday night show's sold out. They can't go to that one. Okay, so they can't go to the Thursday show. Yeah, but the Friday night at the Dante Club, dinner show with Elvira Kurt. And who's very funny, but they're all funny. Not one bad comedian on the list. And again, we were just chatting. Out of all the comedians that are coming in for the Timmins Comedy Festival, they all have a different style of comedy. That's right. Yeah, that's what makes it something fun. Different. Yeah, something different. Yeah, the Thursday night show. I don't know why. It's the roast of Rick Lemieux show. It's the inappropriate Thursday show. Sold out in like hours. Yeah, it sold out right away. People want to see you get roasted. Now, the people who have a ticket to that, you're holding on to a gold mine right now. Yeah, because again, sold out. No one can get a ticket to this. His tickets. Now, who's going to be roasting you that night? It's Ryan Horwood, phenomenal comedian. Jeff Paul, phenomenal comedian as well. And then there's Shane Gannon, John Briso, and Richard Studel, who are all great comedians. But they all know me personally. I lived with Shane for a year. Who's out of that list? Who's got the most dirt that you're afraid to have walk up to the mic that night? Probably Richard Studel, maybe Shane Gannon. I don't know. I really don't know what they're going to say. Globs of toothpaste. You said you live with Shane. Globs of toothpaste in the sink. I don't know. I don't know what he's going to say. I really don't know. All over the place. I feel like I lived. How many moons ago was that? I lived with Shane. That was before I was a police officer. So we're talking 25, 26 years ago.
So it's been a long time.
Long time
So he
ago.
must forget.
I don't know. He's probably digging out some good gold.
Yeah. Well, I've had other
And again-
comedians call me saying, "Hey, what's going on?" And I'm getting calls from these comedians asking me if I have any dirt on you. So these comedians are calling other comedians that I've worked with
To find dirt on you. And
So-
again, you've got Ryan and Jeff. They do that for a living, right?
They do that for a living,
They're
yeah.
professional roasters.
Yeah, that's gonna be scary.
I'm thinking they've probably
But I
called.
feel like I've lived a pretty, life that's been very. I don't think I've done anything wrong. Possibly.
Has anybody contacted your old teachers? Do you think any of your teachers got some dirt on you?
I'm sure they do.
Any horror
They
stories?
better not call my sister.
in shop class. Yeah,
My sister
what about
Francine?
Francine probably got some dirt. Yeah, contact any one of the comedians. Contact Derek Timmons and Francine. I'm sure Francine's got some good dirt on you.
Yeah, she probably does. I don't know.
Maybe
It's going to
we'll
be.
pull her in. Any guest roasters, or is that just the set list for the?
That's the
roasting
set list.
on the 20th.
That's it. I'm not. That's why I was wondering, why did it sell out so fast? I'm guessing it's all people that I've arrested, and they want to see me get my comeuppance.
This is their day.
This is their day. They're going to come and watch me get roasted.
Are you nervous for the roast? Like you're going to be sitting up there in a chair. You can't say anything.
I can't say
no mic
anything.
for you. You can't
No.
defend yourself.
At the end, though, I'm going to go up, and I could defend myself at the end.
And you can roast all of them.
I'm going to roast all of them. I got some stuff on Shane, Richard, and John Brisson too. So
What about Ryan and Jeff? No?
I don't have anything on them. They're just amazing comedians, and I don't know. But I'm sure they're going to give me some material that night. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
A lot of fun. And again,
So we're talking about it, but you can't go unless you already have a ticket.
So if you already have a ticket, the roast is sold out. But Elvira Kurt with Janelle Niles and Derek Edwards, again with Janelle Niles. Janelle's going to be opening up for both Elvira and Derek.
Yep. And then we also have Sean McLaren at the Elvira show. He's going to be performing that night as well. And for the Derek show, I'm going to host that night. It's the festival that I help organize with John and Richard. Yeah. So I want to perform as well. So this is, I thought, well, I'm going to host the Derek night. So, and hosting duties are a little bit different than performing. I could do a lot of crowd work and stuff. So, look at Francine. Francine just wrote, their stories.
Chad D'Amato. Apparently, Chad, what are the stories? I was just thinking, just for fun, before we, wrap things up tonight and give away some prizes. If anybody knows any, terrible jokes or any good jokes, fire them up in the comment thread. We'll pop up some jokes. And again, no matter what comment happens tonight, the comments are all going to put them into the winner's wheel.
Cool.
Tonight. We're going to pick 4 random winners. Again, 3 winners are going to win 2 pairs of tickets each to the Iroquois Falls hockey game on Friday night against the Timmins Rock and the Cochrane Crunch. And then the 1 winner is going to win both tickets, 2 times 2 to Elvira Kurt and the Derek Edwards show, part of the Timmins Comedy Festival.
Yeah, April 20th to the 22nd.
Yeah.
So if people really want to see Ryan and Jeff, though, they are performing on the Friday night in Cochrane. So they're at the Empire Theatre in Cochrane that night on the Friday night. Tickets are still available to that. So,
and are they? You say they're professional roasters, so they're roasting you. Are they roasting someone else?
No, they're performing. They're doing
just
comedy.
Comedians. Yeah,
they're doing
just
comedy.
Normal comedy that night.
It's going to be a great show in Cochrane, and supporting the Empire Theatre in Cochrane is a good thing too. So,
yeah, sure is.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
It is lots of fun.
We should mention too at the festival. This is something it's free for families. Everybody can go. We have the Ben show on the 22nd at Timmins High in the theater. So it's going to be a free show for all families. We should also mention the Timmins Comedy Festival this year. We're raising money for the food bank, Timmins Food Bank.
Okay. So you're encouraged to bring
at the Ben show
non-perishables to the Ben show?
That's it. Yeah. If you want. You don't have to, but we're going to be collecting. And any money that's made with the festival, we're donating it all to the Timmins
Food Bank. So there it is. It's a win-win situation. And again, for those who haven't seen the Ben show, what type of comedy does he do for the little ones?
It's a family show. So
like
he's
a magician,
juggler, juggling, all kinds of that kind of stuff. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I've never seen him, but he came really highly recommended.
All right. So again, I think it's his first time in Timmins. 22nd. That's on Earth Day.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
I want to go bring some earthy jokes.
I'm sure they will
that day. But
I'm sure Derek will. Derek always he's so on the ball. That guy. He's got Derek Edwards has just got jokes for everything.
Yeah, one of the top comedians, Francine, says Rick always steals my show. He always wants to be the center of attention. It's all about Rick. LOL.
She wrote steals wrong, I think here. Sorry, Fran.
She's talking about the element.
Yeah.
Steals the show. But I wanted to go back to your comedy album.
Yes.
Yeah, you were saying that the criteria for an album is a little bit different because you can't perform to the crowd like you normally would at, let's say, you're
At
just
Yuck
doing a
Yucks.
normal night at Yuck Yucks, or going after the hecklers. Now, what's the theory behind that? Why couldn't you do that? You couldn't hear them well?
Yeah. So when you're doing just a live show that's not being recorded, a lot of times the audience likes the crowd work. So you talk to people and, it's his birthday, it's her birthday. So you could talk to them and it makes it fun. It makes it feel very special for that one group. But when you're doing an album recording, it's a little bit different now because it's not just that group you're recording it for. You're recording it for hopefully hundreds, thousands.
Hundreds. Well, you said
Thousands,
20 people who own it now. So you did the show for those 20.
At least those 20, but hopefully more. And help me get to Just for Laughs. That would be amazing. I would thank you all. I would thank the city.
Like that is the ultimate.
Well, the album I've always wanted to do.
Bugging them. Can you send them this album now and say, here's what I've done. Can you consider me for Just for Laughs? Like, what is their criteria? What are they looking for?
Well, I've sent in before in the past submissions and never got a response. But they get thousands of submissions, so it's hard to get in there. You basically have to make a name for yourself.
Is it who you know down there? Maybe?
No. If you have a name, if you make a name for yourself, and that's what I'm trying to do with this album. I'm actually going to be in Newfoundland doing a couple shows. My plan this summer is to tour Ontario. I've gotten calls back, so we're booking a tour throughout the province. So if you build your name up and then you send it in, so
then they say, who is this Rick Lemieux guy, right?
Yeah,
you start I'm selling his recordings for $99.99. So there she is. Was she the one who bought all 20? Now
maybe she's going to sell them.
She's getting some inflation. There we go. Good old sisterly love there.
Yeah,
on the show.
We're like best friends.
Always
growing up, we did have our issues when we were little because I was a good kid. She was not. So we got into arguments, but now we're like best friends. So it's true, friend. It's true.
Yes, friend. Oh, there we go. Hey, what Francine says, as long as our dad gets 80%.
That's a joke I make because when I at the album recording, it was almost all about policing because the show is called The Cops Can't Stop Me Now, but my dad was there, so I took it as an opportunity. I did like a 10-minute set, or 10 minutes out of the 50 minutes on the album is about my dad.
Yeah.
And that's the whole thing. He says that if I use him in my show, I have to give him 80% of whatever I make on the album or whatever I make at a show. He gets 80% of it. I don't know if that's fair. He comes on the stage, he says one line, and he gets 80%. Doesn't seem right. He did, raise me and stuff, so I guess I do owe him. But
yeah, you need to give him his cut. Francine says, "It's not my roast, it's yours."
We should have had Fran on here.
Dad gets 80 and Fran gets 20. What's left for Rick? That's from Melissa. Piano out there. So there we go.
Even Fran
and she gets 20%. Always have to give the cut to your sister. He said 50% on stage.
That's what my dad said. Yeah, 50% on stage. Oh well, but I cut it out. That line that my dad says, we cut it out because he's getting nothing. I'm sorry.
Well, you said that that show went to the editor. The editor cut how much?
About 6 minutes. I did 56 minutes, and that's why it was different because we kind of lost focus there a little bit. But when you're doing a show live, it's for everybody, right? Doing this, you just got to use material. So I did 57 minutes, and they took out.
And there's no banter between sets. You can't say, "Okay, I hope this works." You're just going. You just got to go. Well, it's going to work, and this is going to be on the album. Laughs or no laughs? Do you add laughs? Like, does the editor add laughs?
No. If you listen to it, it's all real laughs. There's no laugh track added, as Chad DeBano had mentioned on Facebook. He said there was a laugh track. There's no laugh track. It was real people. So it was intimidating. I was nervous. Luckily, in my eyes, and when I listened to it, because when he sent it to me, he told me to listen to it and make sure that the edit was good. And I thought, you know what, this is probably the best set I've ever had. And luckily, it's the one that we recorded, which was amazing.
That's On the final editing floor, and again, you said there was, what, 7 minutes cut out of it? That was it, eh?
The 7 minutes, yeah, 6 to 7 minutes cut out of it. So, that was just little lines here and there, or I had said one thing that I didn't really like, and just kind of, so we edited it out, and sounds, flawless, though. It sounds all one take. So
one take.
Yeah.
Now, how nervous do you get knowing that this is the take? Your brain obviously has to go, okay, this is recording. I need to, you don't want to stumble. You want to make it sound fluently, and you want to have obviously your best material for this album. So how conscious are you during that, like this entire set? You must be sweating buckets. Before
I got on the show, you could ask Clint, who was the other comedian that night, and Lewis, the other comedian that night.
Yeah,
man, I was sweating. I was pacing upstairs, and I stay down and I work the door and I talk to people all night, but I was upstairs but as soon as I grabbed the mic and I said my first line, everything just, like, it all went away, and I just went through the show, and it was working. And I don't know if the people in Timmins were just, upping their laughter, because I always get laughs when I'm doing these shows, and you're supposed to. It's a comedian.
Guy.
Well, you're doing a comedy show, but the people really let me.
And again, the support. Everybody
supported me.
Knows you throughout your career, obviously through Northern College now. They know you, so people are going to go and buy a ticket to your show, which you can see by the row selling out, the Timmins Comedy Festival tickets. When we first when you put them, on the way, or like on sale. Right out of the gate, pretty good turnout.
The roast, sold out right away.
Yeah. And current tickets right now, where are we at?
So for the Derek show, I'm at about 140 tickets sold. The Elvira show, we're at about 120. So, we still have a month and a half. So it's good. I think it's going to, in the next couple of weeks, it's going to start picking back up. We'll
back up again.
Yeah, it'd be nice to sell them out and have a nice big donation for the food bank here in Timmins, and everybody get to go out and have some fun and
support these amazing comedians who, always want to, come into Timmins. People always say nothing ever big happens in Timmins. Well, this is something big that's happening April 20th through 22nd. Got to show these comedians all the love, so they go back and tell their friends and say, you know what, Timmins is a pretty happening place. There's this Rick Lemieux. I'm sure this is where they get to pass your name around, and then these comedians maybe pass your name around to the Just for Laughs when they get down there and say, you know what, have you heard this Rick Lemieux in Timmins? And maybe that's how you get the door open. That might be
you just got to make a name for yourself with people or with other comedians, because they are the ones that, like Derek Seguin has helped me get so many shows because we've worked well together. He likes my material, likes my set when I open for him. And he got me shows. I because of him, I got to go all up to Iqaluit and do some shows.
And how was that?
That was phenomenal. That was a great experience to go. And I did a French show and an English show up there. So 2 nights in a row. And it was, it was quite the experience. It was
pretty
nice.
Exciting.
Yeah.
And seeing all these comments coming in there. Who's Rick? LOL, just kidding. That's Janice Marie commenting. And again, any comment in the comment thread tonight, someone's going to win 2 times 2 is going to be checking out the Elvira Kurtz show and the Derek Edwards show. Both shows are part of the Timmins Comedy Festival tonight.
Yes.
You've donated 4 tickets to one lucky winner tonight. They can go to both nights, or maybe go to one show. If they can't do Elvira or Derek or both, they can
give it to somebody else.
A couple tickets who want to go.
Yeah, for sure. As long as they're being used. Yeah, use those tickets. If you can't go, give them to somebody else.
That's right. And again, giving away tickets to the hockey game on Friday night, thanks to Tori Delorier, the mayor of Iroquois Falls, giving us hockey tickets to the Timmins Rock and the Cochrane Crunch. Friday night, each winner, there's going to be 3 winners times 2 for kids' tickets for Friday night's game. They want us to pack the igloo. That's going to
be awesome.
And again, we'll do the Wheel of Winning tonight there.
Melissa says, I would have laughed even more if someone hadn't exhausted me from the boot hockey game that day.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
that's you.
We played. Yes, she was a part of Team Kins and Klopp. We're at Full Beard playing that day.
She told me about it that day.
Running into a lot of the players from that day saying that I thought maybe I was just out of shape. But no, there was a lot of people, feeling the aches and pains after that.
You know what's funny is, like, 10 years ago when I was at Timmins Police Service, we had put a team into this ball hockey game. And I was the goalie, and I was behind my car putting my pads on, and I could hear these people talking, and they're like, who are we playing next? And the one guy said, we're playing those old guys. As I'm putting my pads on, and I looked up, and they were playing us. We were the old guys. I was like, wait a second, I'm an old guy now?
You're the old guy.
And that was 10 years ago. So I guess I'm a really old guy right now. I don't know what's going on.
The
We're
old
playing the old guys. It was me and Bill Field.
You're still young at heart.
Yeah. But that's what
waiting
they
for
said.
the old guys to come out, and it's you guys on the ice.
We're playing those old guys. Huh. And they kicked our butts really bad. So
they did.
We did look like the old guys for sure. Yeah.
Oh,
we just got all their license plates for when they left, though. So we win.
Yeah, you definitely win.
No, yeah. I'm joking. I would never do that.
The radar. No,
I would never do that.
What do they call that? Entrapment. We'd be able to do that. There, it's Kins and Lemieux tonight, and I like Rick's new shirt. Looks much better. Klopp coming back. He's on the flight in moments.
That's awesome.
Flying back. He'll be back in.
So he's not watching us right now?
He might be watching us from Toronto. Pretty sure they're in Toronto. Getting ready to board the next Porter flight back to Timmins tonight. And again, he'll be back in studio for tomorrow night's show. Should mention we've got more Iroquois Falls Winter Carnival tickets. There's tickets at the Social, tickets at the Derby on tomorrow night's show, and also on Thursday night's show. So lots of winning thanks to
awesome.
Iroquois Falls piping them through again. Tori Delorier wants to see a packed Iroquois Falls for 10 days. They've got 10 days of fun starting on Friday.
That's awesome.
And it ties in beautifully with the March break, which you can't get any,
of course,
better timing than that, right?
Of course, yeah. Awesome.
It is pretty awesome stuff. And again, we're talking comedy tonight. You were saying you were going to be touring Newfoundland. When does this tour happen? So
that's in May. There's only a couple of shows booked right now, though, so we're looking at getting some more there. And then for the shows in Ontario right now, Ottawa's contacting me back, North Bay. There's going to be Toronto and Hamilton. So it's going to be, I'm looking at making it fundraisers. We're trying to do a circuit there for raising money for either Crime Stoppers, because I feel, because the show's called The Cops Can't Stop Me Now,
so you're
we
should
should
give
really
back
give
to
back
maybe the
to
local detachments.
Yeah, to
cities,
Crime Stoppers, or another thing I was thinking about is maybe to an organization in the province that helps emergency service personnel suffering from PTSD. So it's a little way that I can give back and promote my album at the same time. So it's kind of a win-win. I get to help out and I get to put myself out there to do comedy, because there's nothing better for me than being in front of a crowd and hearing those laughs. It's the best feeling in the world.
Best feeling ever.
It is.
And again, this is your dream. And again, before you have to hang it up, you want to be a Just for Laughs. Is that the pinnacle, Just for Laughs, or you want to try some other big comedy clubs?
Yeah,
Just for Laughs, the pinnacle. That's like the Stanley Cup of.
That's it. Yeah, there's other great festivals in Canada, of course, but Just for Laughs is I don't know if it's the oldest, but it's the biggest one. And that's, I've got to perform at the Ottawa Crack Up the Capital Comedy Festival. That was a lot of fun too. So I've gotten to work the LOL Comedy Festival, a couple of different ones, but Just for Laughs is the one that I'd really like to get to. And could happen, I'm not giving up. Other people might have given up, but I'm not giving up. I'm going to get there. That's my goal.
Just got to keep on trying. As they say, blinders on, or keep the stick on the ice. Keep on rocking.
Yep.
And, we were chatting before the show. Your album could also get into the hands of the Junos. How does that work?
So it's being sent in for nomination to see if it will be nominated for Comedy Album of the Year. So it might not get nominated, but some of the
Junos will have it in their midst.
Yeah. So there's something
extra. Rick Lemieux, Cops Can't Stop Me Now.
I'm really lucky because the name really. People really like the name, The Cops Can't Stop Me Now Comedy Tour. People just are attracted to it. They love that name. So I've gotten a lot of people asking, telling me how much they like the name of the show. So it's perfect, I think.
It is. And again, Junos could be a possibility. Also, rumors, we were chatting, this was a while back, was it Canada's Got Talent? They kind of pulled the rug under your feet. They had all your hopes up, and then what happened there?
Well, I got an email saying, okay, yeah, great. They wanted a different material that was more suited for Canada's Got Talent, So I sent some other things in, and I got cut before heading to Niagara Falls for the auditions. So I got cut before I could go and audition.
Oh, jeez.
But you know what? I'm going to try again.
Close. Try again.
Close. Yeah, I'm going to try again. I mean, it was.
They gave you the feedback. They just said a little too raunchy.
A little bit. Yeah, it was a little bit too much for what they were looking for, and I really thought it was tame compared to some of the comedians I've seen on the show before. So I was. So, but I mean, I'll try again. I got some.
When are auditions again for that? Every
year. Well, and hopefully the show continues. Like, I don't know if it's going to continue again. I would think so. So I'm going to try again. Won't be until the summer. So,
all right.
And then you audition, I think, in October or something like that. So I'll send it back in, and I've already thought of a set that I could do, or a joke that I could do that's very, it's not too raunchy, I guess I could say. And it's about a call that I had as a police officer. I could share it now if you want.
Yeah, you can definitely share it.
So this is something, they don't teach you when you're becoming a police officer. And I never got taught this, and I'm making sure that people that want to be police officers, you should know this. When you become a police officer, you're going to deal with a lot of people after they have crapped their pants. It's not something they teach you, but you are going to you're going to be dealing with people who crap their pants. I'll give you a perfect example. I got a call. It was at one of our local schools. I went in and I did a presentation for 4 or 5-year-olds about 911. When to call 911. Recess comes along. We go outside for recess, and there's a kid at the back of the school. The bell rings, and he's not coming back. Everybody's going into the school, and this one kid's not coming back. And the teachers are like, Samuel, viens, like, Sam, come on. And he's not coming.
Yeah.
So I said, well, I'll go get him. I'm at the school. So as I'm walking towards him, I start to realize why he's not coming in, because I could smell it. This poor little 4 or 5-year-old had crapped his pants. And I got nervous for him because I was thinking, and he's crying. I got nervous for him. I'm thinking, if the other kids smell this, he's going to be known as shithead for the rest of his life. Even at 4 or 5 years old, they're going to remember. He's going to get to his grade 12 graduations, and his friends are going to be like,
people are going to remember that.
Oh yeah. Hey, don't shit your pants when you get up on stage there at his grade 12 graduation, right? So I wanted to make him feel better. So I literally looked down to this little 5-year-old and I went, "Y-a-tu quelqu'un qui a fait caca dans tes culottes?" I'll translate it because you don't speak French, right?
No, not well. No.
So I said, "Is there somebody that pooped in your pants?" And this little boy took it as an opportunity to blame somebody else, because he literally started crying and said, "Oui, c'est Stéphane." So he thought he could get away with Stéphane crapping in his pants. Now, every time I've dealt with somebody after that in my whole career, if they had crapped themselves when I was dealing with them, every single time, I would look up to the sky and I'd go, "Stéphane!" He's at it again. That'd be a horrible superpower to have, right? Imagine you can make other people crap their pants. Although if you had that power, you could do that to Clump. That would be hilarious, right? Live on the air. Get him to crap himself.
What are the superpowers? I want to see through things, speed, X-ray vision, or make people crap their pants.
Yeah, that's a crappy power to have, but it'd be hilarious.
It would be hilarious. And again, that kid probably thanks you for sticking up for him that day.
Yeah, I guess Stéphane crapping in everybody's pants.
It'll be a name that you remember for the rest of your life.
It will be,
right? when you run into Stéphane, have you fixed that problem, Stéphane?
Stop crapping in other people's pants. It's a horrible thing to do. Oh my God. Cool.
Now, where are we on the list here? Crime, you said the Ontario Crime Stopper, you were going around doing some tours for.
That's what I want to do, yeah. So
with the Ontario Crime Stoppers segment or tours, or?
So I'm in talks with them right now to set up a tour. So we're going to be going from town to town, raising money in that community for Crime Stoppers.
Obviously with Timmins being the home base for that, or what?
Well, I don't think I'm going to do another show in Timmins right now, because I just did this one. I'm hosting this one. So I'm going to give it at least a year.
In April.
Yeah, I don't want people to get sick of me.
Maybe see how this tour goes and then bring it back. And
so my plan is for next year to do another show in Timmins, a whole new set. The cops still can't stop me now, or something like that. Well,
you're always going to have to use this, and continue the title.
Yeah, the cops can't stop me now.
Especially if you have albums,
again,
right? People are going to say the cops can't stop me now. They're going to be looking for the album on Bandcamp. They want to find the sequel. They're going to look for that same title, right? So you're going to have to always
you put it in there somewhere.
Evolve.
So that's the plan.
The current title,
maybe next year I could do another show here in Timmins, but for now, I'm going to be going out into the wild and going to do comedy elsewhere. I've been lucky. I've been able to do comedy all over. I got a show in 2 weeks. I got 2 shows in Sudbury coming up, March 17th and 18th.
Where are you in Sudbury?
It's for the Sudbury Performance Group. So I'm not even sure where it is, but it's 2 shows, and it's First Responders Appreciation Night. So for both nights, one night it's all police officers and their wives and husbands, and the next night it's firefighters, paramedics, and their wives and husbands.
Nice.
So it's an appreciation night for them. I'm going to be on the show with Mike Bullard, and some other acts are on that night as well. So that's in a couple of weeks. I get to go to Sudbury and do that. So
awesome.
It's a lot of fun. Yeah,
you're living the dream, as they say.
I get to travel, and so
lots of fun. You had comments coming in. I'm pretty funny
Fran,
too. Not just Rick. That's Francine still chiming in on the comments again. Comment tonight. Chance to win 2 tickets to Elvira Kurt's show and Derek Edwards' show on April 21st and 22nd.
Yes.
Part of the Timmins Comedy Festival. And I'm thinking we're going to take a quick break there, Ronnie. We're going to fire up our sponsors, give a big thanks to our sponsors. We're going to come back and we'll chat it up with Rick, and then we're going to give away some prizes. We've got 3 sets of tickets, 6 tickets to the hockey game in Iroquois Falls Friday night against the Timmins Rock and the Cochrane Crunch. That's going to be played at the Just Jordan Arena at 7 o'clock Friday. So 3 winners will win 2 kids' tickets each. And we'll also give away the 1 winner grand prize finale. Someone's going to win 2 tickets to Elvira Kurt and 2 tickets to Derek Edwards. Both shows are part of the Timmins Comedy Festival.
Yes.
Sound
you know
good?
What I'll do too is I'll give them a copy of my album. So they'll get 2 shows for that one, 2 shows with Elvira, 2 tickets for Elvira, 2 tickets for Derek.
And the comedy album that you just recorded, which is now on Bandcamp, ConstableRick.com, TimminsComedy.ca. Yeah. And on April 8th, the comedy album goes everywhere where you can stream and find your
anywhere you stream.
Your online streaming services like Spotify. You can find it on there.
That's right. April 8th.
All right. So we're going to take a quick break, thank our sponsors, and be right back. And DAP Cleaning Solutions, residential commercial cleaning excellence guaranteed, cleaning service, carpet cleaner, janitorial services, stripping and waxing floors, windows, any job that you need cleaned or sanitized. Call Ann today to book an appointment, 705-465-3500. In fact, book now for your carpet cleaning, strip and wax jobs for your commercial units today for the rest of March. Call today for your free quote. And Timmins Ringette Association, they are looking for officials to apply to ref in their upcoming 2023 Northeast Regional Championship Tournament at the end of the month. The weekend of March 31st through April 2nd. Apply today, TimminsRingette.com. And WritingCommunity.ca, your writing at its best. Jess Trudell, founder of WritingCommunity.ca, has experience with everything from full-length fiction manuscripts to business writing. Contact Jess Trudell today, 705-262-3268. You can even email her, info@writingcommunity.ca, or follow her on Twitter. And get started for only $39 down and $15 a month at Planet Fitness. And the best part is you can cancel at any time. 705-242-7360. Download the free Planet Fitness app and join today. And Creative Boutique and Supplies opening up their spring collection. Creative Boutique and Supplies. You can check out Mona Goche and her amazing collection online. Check them out on Facebook, and you can call to place your order, 705-372-8190. You can even email Mona today, Creative Boutique and Supplies @gmail.com. And Dare Timmins getting set for a free swim over March break, March 16th from 1:15 to 2:45 at the Sportsplex. Another free day offered by Dare Timmins. And the Cooperator's Timmins. Time for you to find the plan that is right for you. Like the starting to invest later has to be better than never plan. Talk to a Cooperator's agent today about how they can turn the investing goals you've made into investing realities. Contact the Cooperators and Sebastian Vermette and his team right now, 705-264-4395, or stop in for a consultation, 239 Wilson Avenue in Timmins. And a free estimate with V&M Renovations. Time to do some renos. Spring just around the corner. Kitchens, bathrooms,
bathroom, bedroom reno, maybe a gate needs to be fixed. How about a garage door? Mini excavating. Call today. V&M Renovations, Max and Justin will get the job done right. Call for your free estimate, 705-372-3832. And the BIA, otherwise known as the Business Improvement Association, you can follow them online at downtowntimmins.com. You can also check out their new suite located at 85 Pine Street, South Timmins, Suite 108, or call 705-264-8733. And Midtown Bowl coming up on Thursday. You can bowl with us, Kins and Klomp Live. We want to see if you can beat our score to win one of 20 free bowling passes. That's this Thursday at 7 p.m. And good luck. And Jackpot City Gaming, open 9 a.m. to 2, Monday through Sunday. Come play the Progressives, Taptics Gaming Room, Bingo, Vegas-style games, and they're now fully licensed for you at 251 First Avenue. And Core Business Solutions, your Apple authorized service provider in Timmins and Northern Ontario. Check out their location. Bring your Apple needs to them. 264 3rd Avenue, Suite 201 Timmins, or call 705-531-3355. And have Albert seal your deal from Claim Post Realty Limited Brokerage. Albert's listings are all online at albertseal.com. You can also call Albert to book an appointment, 705-465-3493 if you're buying or selling, to have Albert seal your deal. And Imagine Cinemas, Creed 3 on the big screen, opened up last week. How about Cocaine Bear? And new to the screen this week is Scream 6. Check out showtimes and ticket information online at imaginecinemas.com. And Lerone Timmins, a lot of great activities happening in the month of March. Check them out online at laronetimmins.ca for ticket details.
And hang on there, we got Ronnie taking away the giveaway tool there. We're actually going to be giving away those prizes right now. Again, we're going to save the comedy tickets for last. So again, if you put in a comment tonight, still time to do so. We're going to pull up the Wheel of Winning. First set of tickets, it's 2 children's tickets to Friday night's Rock game against the Timmins Rock and the Cochrane Crunch at the Just Jordan Arena. So let's find winner number 1. Let's hit the draw button. Who's going to be going to Iroquois Falls, packing the igloo? And the winner is Donna Moran. So she's got two kid tickets for Friday night's game. Donna will reach out to you and get you in touch with TJ McDonnell from Iroquois Falls. He'll have your tickets for you. All right, so let's redraw there, Ronnie. Next set of tickets. Good luck to all. And again, we'll reach out to all the winners.
Hey, I'm on there. What happens if I win? That's going to seem like it's fixed.
Sarah Marie. There she is. Sarah Marie, you're off to Iroquois Falls on Friday night. 2 kids tickets to watch the Timmins Rock and the Cochrane Crunch. It's almost going to be like an exhibition feel, but it's a Cochrane home game. And I should say, this is the first time I'm going to be doing the PA for not the Timmins Rock. They asked me to do this. I thought it was a Timmins Rock home game, but it's a Cochrane home game. So I have to be biased toward Cochrane and not Timmins. But I'm going to say,
can you do it?
Nicholas Pigeon gets his 100th point of the season. You better believe I'm going to be making some
You're
noise.
A professional. So it doesn't matter
I'm going to say, that's right.
You're a professional.
Tori Delaurie knows I'm going to be in, Cochrane mode. But yeah, Nicholas Pigeon gets his 100th point. I'm going to be in there. All right, so let's draw again there, Ronnie. And we're going to get another winner to the Iroquois Falls Winter Carnival. Should say at the end of the hockey game, they're going to have fireworks. Amy Heward. There's Amy Heward. Big fan of our Timmins Rock. Those are 2 kid tickets that are going to be for Friday's game. And it's it's ironic that Amy is messaging right now and has won those tickets. Bria Heward is celebrating her 22nd birthday tonight. So let's wish her a happy birthday, Bria. Happy birthday.
Her. She used to come she used to come to the when I used to do the DARE leadership camp. She used to come out to that all the time, and so I taught her DARE, and she came out as a teenager to the leadership camp and was one of our one of our team leaders.
Well, there
So
she
last
is.
year she was there, yeah.
Well, she's celebrating her I do believe Amy, don't quite, I think it's her 22nd birthday. So happy 22.
22.
Yes. So Bria,
When were you
celebrating a
22?
show.
How many years ago?
Oh, geez. Well, that's a long time ago. Many moons ago.
Yes.
Almost half. Is that wild, eh?
No,
Yeah.
it's way more for me.
That's what happens when we get old here. All right, final tickets here. We've got 2 tickets times 2 to Elvira Kurt and to the Derek Edwards Show, part of the Timmins Comedy Festival. And this is thanks to you, Rick Lemieux. Let's draw some tickets.
Please let it be me. Please let it be me.
Here we
Please
go,
let it be
Ronnie.
me.
Unfortunately, I can't win either.
And the winner is, who's going to the Comedy Festival? Amy Keevy
All right, Amy.
is off to the show. All right, Ronnie, you can get rid of that screen there. Go back to the normal screen there, buddy. Remove the winner from the screen. There we go. All right, so there's our winners. We'll get in touch with all of them and get in touch with them after the show.
If she could leave me a positive review after I give her the album, even if she doesn't like it, that would be great.
And yes, Amy also picks up
Amy?
a copy
Yeah,
of
Just
The
yeah,
Cops
this is the
Can't
best thing ever.
Stop Me
That's
Now
all.
album, which you're promoting. You know, it's one of your bucket list items. Of course, the top bucket list is to make it a Just for Laughs. But then, again, you think this album just might get into the hands of someone at Just for Laughs.
It could.
Maybe they bought 20 copies. Right?
That's all
Someone
the
from
ones I
Just for
sold the
Laughs
first day.
in Toronto.
Montreal. Well, they have Just for Laughs in Toronto as well, but the big festival.
But the big festival, you want to be in the Montreal, festival.
Yes.
So here's a question: you would have to do your whole show in Francais?
No, the festival's in English there. Well, there's
Okay.
a French portion of it as well. But yeah, no, there's all kinds of different. The festival is huge. It's a huge festival. All kinds of shows there. So,
But that's your goal. We're going to be following Rick Lemieux, and hopefully he'll get the big break. Maybe we'll contact Just for Laughs rep and get them streamed into the show.
the only thing
And
I'm
have
worried
you
about,
do a comedy set in our green segment.
that'd be
studio
amazing. Yeah.
one night.
If I get on there, I don't know if I might start crying when I walk out on stage. So I'm a little nervous for that. Can you imagine a comedian crying? I don't know if that'd be good.
That's your whole set there.
Just
Just you crying, people grabbing you tissues. There we go. Congratulations to all our winners. His dad bought 20 copies. He got a big discount, 80% off. Chad's still talking about
80%.
Francine, who bought all 20 copies earlier
It's true.
tonight. But the big album is out there. Bandcamp is where you can find it. The Cops Can't Stop Me Now. Of course, if you were at the Dante Club, you're a part of that show. If you had terrible bronchitis that night, you can hear your coughs during the show. Are people coughing like they didn't edit anything out? It's just a continuous record from start to finish.
Well,
That
like I
night
said,
at the
there was a
Dante
little bit of editing done, but yeah, no, it was.
Did they add some reverb to the voice, or is it?
No, I don't think so. I don't know. The sound guy came in, Lewis Hill. He was amazing, and I just literally went on stage and talked. And when he sent it to me, I'm like, "Hey, this sounds professional," because it is. It is professional.
It is, right. That's why you hire the best, right? So there you go. But pick up the album again. Bandcamp, ConstableRick.com, TimminsComedy.ca. Amy Keevy's going to pick up a copy tonight with her tickets to see both Elvira Kurt and Derek Edwards and Janelle Niles.
Yeah,
a part of the Timmins Comedy Festival. And again, they can get not only the album at those sites, they can pick up tickets for the Comedy Festival as well.
Yeah, all at TimminsComedy.ca. You'd see everything right on there. Or ConstableRick.com has links to TimminsComedy.ca as well.
All right.
So thanks a lot for this, Or this
A
was
lot
a
of
lot
fun. Lots of fun. You're filling in for Klomp, who's going to be back tomorrow. Wonder if he'll answer any of the duty-free messages before he got back.
I guess I could take this off
You can
now
take
because
that
he's
off
back
now.
tomorrow.
He is back
Oh,
tomorrow.
wait a second.
There. Good old Rick Lemieux. Again, Rick, a pleasure. Again,
Klump is
find his
back.
new album, The Cops Can't Stop Me Now. It's online, Bandcamp, ConstableRick.com, TimminsComedy.ca, and again, everywhere you can find your streamed comedy stuff online. April 8th, it's going to go viral.
That would be awesome.
So it'd be 20. It'll be 20 times 2. You have 40 copies sold.
Yes.
When that goes, right? But of course, we'll see. We're going to keep tracks on this, and of course, we want to see you eventually get to Just for Laughs Montreal And
If I make it
feel
there, I'll talk to you from there. I'll call you guys live on the show. I'm here. I'm doing it.
There he is.
Oh my God.
like that would be an awesome night. Or,
would be
you know,
amazing.
let's say here, we're just not putting as they say, the cart before the horse. But if you landed, and I shouldn't say if, when this happens, we'll get a bus load, a Kins and Klomp bus load to Montreal.
That would be
come
amazing.
And watch your set.
Oh, that would be amazing. That would be so much fun.
Then you'd have Timmins at Heckler's Row. Might make you feel a little bit more comfortable if that happens.
That'd be amazing.
There's a good job, Ricky, from Dad. Your dad.
I guess my dad's visiting my sister.
giving
My
you
sister's
some
at
thumbs up tonight.
my parents.
Hanging out.
Hi, Mom.
tonight.
Hi, Dad.
Hi, Rick's mom, Dad. Hi, Francine. Starting to miss Jamie Klomp, LOL. Yes, we're missing Klomp. He'll be back tomorrow.
He's hard to replace, that guy.
He is.
He's quite the character.
He is quite the character. And again, he's going to have quite the stories to tell from Cuba. Of course, they had an extra day. It's funny, when they flew in, they missed the beach party because they were flying in so late. But because of the delay, they got to enjoy the beach party on the day that they should have been flying back. So they actually got an extra day, courtesy of, I do believe they were flying Sunwing to stay at the resort an extra night.
I always get so happy for people when they get to do this. Like, I feel happy for him that he got to be there and have this.
He had some fun.
Good for him.
But, you know, I'm sure they're missing their little guy, little Hudson there. You know, he's probably missing Mom and Dad too, right?
Oh, yeah.
But we'll hear the story tomorrow's show. What did Klomp do in Cuba? So we're going to wrap things up tonight. Once again, a big thanks to Ronnie running the board as we say goodnight, everybody. And we'll be back tomorrow night, 7 o'clock with Klomp. Yes, no more co-hosts. It's going to be Kins and Klomp right here, Studio 67. We'll see you tomorrow.